Good morning, Kindergarten Blue. So today we're doing some exciting artwork and we'll be exploring farm animals through art. So first off, let's recall our trip to the farm last week. We were also excited and we saw lots of animals. So can we get a few people? What did we see? What type of animals did we see at the farm last week? Addison? Yes, we saw sheep, didn't we? We saw lots of sheep. And who else? Indy? Yes, we saw a horse. And Brandon, what did we see? A cow. Yes, we saw a cow too. So we saw lots of animals. Now, today, we're going to do some exciting artworks. So we're going to use lots of different textures. So before we do that, can we have a little think about how did the animals feel? Because we did get to pat most of them. So what kind of feeling did they have? So what about the sheep? Oh, yes, Addison? Yeah, it was soft, wasn't it? It was very soft. Okay, what about the horse? How did the tail feel? Like how did it feel when you touched that in your hands? Yeah, it felt like hair, didn't it? So it was, yeah, lots of strands of hair. And what else? We had a pig. What did the pigs feel like? Brandon? Yes, it was kind of smooth and you could feel little bits of hair, didn't you? So we also found that they were different shapes and different sizes. Okay, so do we remember seeing like the horses were quite big and then the sheep were quite small, weren't they, compared to those? So what we're going to do now today is we are going to explore some artworks. So you're all going to get to choose one of the animals that you want to draw, and we're going to use different things. So we're going to have lots of paint for you. So we'll have paint, we're going to have textures, we will also have some crayons, and we're also going to have some texture here which I'm going to show you. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to start with the sheep. So here we are. There's my little sheep. Okay, and what you can see is, see here? Now I've chosen some cotton wool balls. Now I've done that because we did say, what did we say the sheep felt like? Yes, the sheep was soft. So that's what I've decided to stick there on my little sheep. And as you can see, I haven't done it all. So you guys will get to choose what texture you want to put on and how you're going to design it. Now you can also colour in his little face there, his legs, okay? And you can choose all different things. You can even put some paint on here if you like. Yeah, that'll be really enjoyable. I'm going to show you some other. So we talked about the horse, and the horse had a tail. So here's my little horse. And as you can see, my horse, I've used some wool there, okay? Now you're going to have all different types of wool. So here's my wool there, and we're going to have it cut up for you, and you can decide where you're going to stick that, okay? Now, the other one I'm going to show you is my pig. So I've chosen to stick on some of this felt with glitter, okay? And as you can see, I've cut out different shapes and used different shapes. So you can create different artworks by using different pieces and sticking them in. And then if you like, we can colour, we can paint, okay? So you will find at your desks, there will be lots of things to use. We've got our cotton balls, okay? So do we have any questions about that? Yes, Indy. Can you do two? Well, we will see. So how about we'll try with one first. Let's see how we go, okay? And if we decide that we have a bit more time, we'll be able to do a second artwork, and then we can choose some different textures to use. So can we talk about textures? So what do textures feel like? We've talked a little bit about the animals. So let's see if I've got some of my cotton wool balls. and I've got some of my glitter felt. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to pass this around the room, both of these, and I want you to have a little feel. Okay, so let's pass them around the room. And as you feel them, let's think about what words we can use to explain the feeling. Yes, Indy. Yes, the cotton wool balls are soft and fluffy. That's right. So that's a soft texture, isn't it? Did everyone else feel that as well? Yep, keep passing them along. Okay, and what about this felt? So you can feel, sorry, not feel, or you can feel actually, and you can hear when I scratch this. What is it? Is it soft? No, it's not. It is. What is it, Brandon? Yes, that's right. It's rough, isn't it? It's got little speckles of glitter there, and we can feel there that that's a rough texture. So we can also talk about textures when we use paint and pencils. So paint has a, is it dry or is it wet? Yes, it's wet, isn't it? And it spreads quite evenly when we use it. Whereas our coloured pencils, once we colour it in, it tends to stay in the lines unless we really, really rub it. But yes, that's a different type of texture we can use as well. So what we're going to do now, everyone, is we're going to go back to our desk. Okay, at our desk you will find all of your equipment there, and we are going to pick one animal that we want to choose to design, and we're going to use all of our different textures to decorate your animal. And then from there you can use some of your paints and some of your pencils to colour in some of the gaps. So I'm very excited to see what we're going to come up with. So standing up nicely, and let's go back to our desks. Thank you.